Gold chains and rubber duckies. It was a hot night in Los Angeles, where dreams and chaos collide. Meet Ernie and Bert, the quirky duo from 123 Sesame Street. Now they're not just singing songs about being friends, they're living life on the edge. Ernie lounges back on a worn couch, a gold chain glinting against his striped shirt, while Bert polishes his shades, the room heavy with a mix of nostalgia and street cred. Together, they are spicing up the neighborhood with their antics, so buckle up as we dive into this wild adventure filled with laughter, friendship, and a hint of danger. Ernie and Bert's basement apartment. In their basement apartment, the walls are plastered with old posters and mismatched furniture that tell stories of better days. Ernie kicks his feet up on the coffee table, a playful smirk on his face as he flips a cigarette between his fingers. "Yo, Bert," he says, his voice dripping with enthusiasm. "Want to hit the streets tonight?" Bert leans against the wall, shining his shades with a determined look. "Only if I get to drive," he replies, a competitive spark in his eye. The half-eaten sandwich on the table signifies a hasty meal, but tonight is about adventure. Their bond is thick as thieves as they prepare to take on the LA streets. Both eager to leave behind the mundane and step into the vibrant chaos waiting outside. Cruising the streets, with the warm breeze whipping through the open windows, the beat-up lowrider rolls onto the streets like a chariot of misfits. The sound system blasts tunes that make Ernie bob his head as Bert shifts gears with a proud smile. "This is how we do it," he barks, feeling the thrill of the ride. The streets of LA are alive and buzzing, neon lights flickering like fireflies. As they cruise along, Goofy and Shaggy appear on the scene, pedaling furiously on a tricked-out BMX and laughing uncontrollably. "Gosh! Ain't that Ernie and Bert?" Goofy hollers, eyes wide with excitement. Shaggy nods, his Scooby snacks jostling in his pocket. The encounter at the intersection. With the laughter still echoing, Goofy calls out, "Flossin' hard, boys!" Ernie steps out of the lowrider, cigarette dangling from his lips, showcasing his gold chain proudly. "You boys look sharp, too," he responds, grinning. Just as they exchange playful banter, the atmosphere shifts. Headlights from a black SUV glare down the street. A flock of shadowy Muppets with ski masks rolls down the window, their presence heavy and menacing. "Hand over the chains," one growls, his voice low and dangerous. Shaggy's grin begins to fade. "Like, guys, I've got a bad feeling about this," he whispers, his instincts kicking in. The standoff. The air is thick with tension, and for a moment it seems they might have to face a challenge that's more than just playful antics. But Ernie's competitive spark ignites. "You messed with the wrong puppets tonight," he retorts, determination gleaming in his eyes. The scene is set for a showdown worthy of cartoon history. Bert, always the strategist, ducks behind a nearby trash can, readying himself with a sock full of bottle caps. Meanwhile, Goofy, never one to shy away from a challenge, does a quick warm-up, getting ready for an unexpected move. The Muppets lean further out of the SUV, one of them darker, meaner, looking suspiciously like Grover aims a water gun that's definitely not filled with tap water. "This is gonna get messy," he snickers. But Ernie smirks, flicking his cigarette away. "You want our gold chains? You'll have to earn them." His friends rally behind him, ready for a wild confrontation. The cartoon brawl. In a whirlwind of laughter and fight, chaos erupts. Rubber Ducky flies through the air, smacking one of the attackers right in the face. Whack! A classic cartoon moment that sends everyone into stitches. Bert leaps out from behind the trash can, launching bottle caps like a mini catapult. Goofy performs an impressive wheelie to knock one of the Muppets off their feet. "I've got this," he shouts, confidence in his voice. Shaggy, in a panic, dives for cover, yelling, like, "This ain't Scooby-Doo, man." The scene is pure slapstick, with banana peels appearing out of thin air. Elmo swoops down in a helicopter, yelling, "Y'all need to chill." The attackers, overwhelmed by the absurdity and hilarity, stumble away, soaked and humiliated, proving once again that teamwork and quirky creativity triumph in the zaniest confrontations. Aftermath and reflection. As the dust settles, the four friends catch their breath, standing under the flickering streetlight. The attackers have fled, leaving only echoes of laughter and a strewn battlefield behind them. "Just another day in the hood," Ernie says, lighting another cigarette and grinning. Bert adjusts his shades, a nod of approval exchanged among friends. "We should probably head home before things get crazier," he suggests. The night might have been wild, but their bond has only grown stronger. They're a mismatched team, but together, they tackle every challenge that comes their way. Conclusion and future plans. As they stroll back toward the car, Ernie pauses, exhaling a cloud of smoke. Life in the hood sure is an adventure. Bert smirks, ready to turn the key in the ignition. Goofy chimes in, "Yup, but first tacos." Shaggy nods enthusiastically. Like, for real. I could eat a mountain of tacos after that. The friends laugh, vibrant energy filling the air as they pile into the lowrider ready for their next culinary escapade. They drive off into the LA night, a Muppet, a man, a dog whisperer, and a cartoon dog man, true legends of the street.